Pleasant morning to my dear lovable students. Welcome to Max class. In this conversation, we are going to continuation of example from chapter number 3. What is the name of chapter number 3? Theory of equation. I'm moving to example 3.6. Form the equation whose roots are the squares of the roots. Okay, we have to form square of the roots in cubic, the cubic equation. So already you know what is the meaning. Cubic equation means the roots are alpha comma beta comma gamma. So now the given equation x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Already given leading coefficient value will be 1 is there. So each and every time divided by 1 means the same value will be repeated. So according to the roots, sum of the roots, how to write? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus a. Then sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, that is called alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to positive b. Last one, product of the roots taken 3 at a time, that is alpha beta gamma is equal to minus a, because the leading coefficient value is there 1, isn't it? So now the given roots, look at there, whose roots are the squares of the equation. So squares of the roots. Okay, so given roots alpha square, beta square and gamma square. So from this given roots we have to find out one by one. Sum of the roots taken one at a time. Sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. Then product of the roots taken 3 at a time. What will happen? One by one. First I am moving to sum of the roots. Sum of the root means alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. That is called a square plus b square plus c square. This will be equal to, today we know a plus b plus c the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus true of ab plus bc plus ca. So instead of, if you write minus sign means we will get the left hand side value, that is called alpha square plus beta square gamma square. So what will happen? Alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus true of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. Okay, so now already we know sum of the roots taken one at a time. What is the value? Alpha square, beta square, gamma square is equal to, taken one at a time means minus a the whole square minus true of sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, value will be b. Therefore minus a the whole square means positive a square minus true b. This is sum of the roots taken one at a time. Sum of square of the roots taken one at a time. So I will write it here, the important answer, because we need to form the equation. No, this is actually what is the name? Sum of square of the roots taken one at a time. So alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square is equal to a square minus true b. First answer. Then next one. So next, listen very carefully. Sum of the roots square of 1, it's over. Moving to sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time means what will happen? So alpha square beta square, then beta square gamma square, then gamma square alpha square is equal to alpha beta the whole square, then beta gamma the whole square, then gamma alpha the whole square. This is called a square plus b square plus c square. So a square plus b square plus c square means what is the meaning? So instead of alpha plus beta the whole square means the same concept. It will be equal to, first one alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha the whole square, then minus, isn't it? Minus of 2 into, so alpha into beta, there is each and every value alpha is equal to, there we have been true values, isn't it? So alpha is called alpha beta as well as beta is called beta gamma. Gamma is called gamma alpha. So how to rewrite now? Alpha means what will happen? Alpha beta into beta means beta gamma, then plus, because sum of the square of the roots taken true at a time. So now plus next condition, beta gamma into gamma alpha plus gamma alpha into alpha beta. Now the first one as it is, alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha the whole square minus true of, look at there, here each and every term, here alpha, beta, gamma common, second term also gamma, alpha, beta, third term also gamma, alpha, beta. So take common outside, alpha, beta, gamma means inside what will happen? Alpha, beta, gamma means inside alpha plus beta plus gamma will come. So now we can apply, no? The first condition, sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. What is the value? B is there. So b square minus 2 into product of the roots taken 3 at a time. So minus c. Again sum of the roots taken 1 at a time, that is called minus a. Therefore b square 3 times minus sign. So therefore 3 times minus sign means answer will be b square minus 2ac. This is what is the name? Sum of square of product of the roots taken true at a time. So I will write it there. This is one answer, okay. Alpha square beta square, then beta square gamma square, then gamma square alpha square is equal to b square minus true AC, okay. Second answer, okay. Now the given roots, from the given roots actually alpha square, beta square, gamma. Last one we need to find out product of the square taken 3 at a time. What will happen? Alpha square into beta square into gamma square means alpha, beta, gamma the whole square. So product of the roots taken 3 at a time means minus c the whole square. Minus c the whole square means c square, isn't it? That is alpha square, beta square and gamma square is equal to c square, isn't it? So now we need to rearrange because we have to form of the equation whose root square of the roots, okay, we need to form. So this is actually, if you write with the summation means summation of alpha square means sum of square taken 1 at a time, that is summation of alpha square is equal to value will be a square minus 2b, as well as summation of alpha square and beta square, that is sum of square of product of the roots taken true at a time. What we have value? B square minus 2ac. The third one, no need summation. Third one, product of the roots alpha square, beta square, gamma square is equal to c square. So what is the cubic basic quadratic polynomial equation? So polynomial equation a1 x cube, then plus a2 x square, then a3x, then a4 is equal to 0. So always leading coefficient not equal to 0. If you need to change monic polynomial means what we have to do? Each and every term divided by leading coefficient. Leading coefficient value will be a1. Therefore divided by a1 means x cube plus a2 by a1 into x square, then plus a3 by a1 into x, last one a4 by a1 is equal to 0. Therefore you need the sign plus minus plus minus. So starting plus, again minus summation of a2 by a1 means what is the meaning? Sum of product of the roots taken 1 at a time, sum of the roots. Summation of alpha square into x square plus summation of alpha square beta square into x, last condition minus alpha square beta square gamma square is equal to 0. So therefore final answer x cube minus summation of alpha square, what the answer we have? A square minus 2b into x square. Next condition plus b square minus 2ac, that is called sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. So b square minus 2ac into x, last condition minus product of the roots taken 3 at a time, c square value. So minus c square is equal to 0. This is our final answer, okay. One of the important, so just now prove now with the form of a equation whose roots are square, okay. This is a cubic equation of polynomial, okay. So I hope you understand. Please, my dear students, if you have any doubt, please put in comment box. I am ready to clarify your doubts, and we will continue another word example. Okay. Moving to example 3.7, one of the important 3-mark questions, the present 2020 board exam paper question. Okay. If P is real, discuss the nature of the roots of the equation. What is the equation? 4x square plus 4px plus p plus 2 is equal to 0. So each and every line we should be writing in terms of p. What will happen? Okay. The solution, the basic ordered equation square means, what is the meaning? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So now the given roots, 4x square plus 4px plus p plus 2 is equal to 0. So now, what is the meaning of discriminant? Del is equal to b square minus 4ac. First we have to write the value, what a, b and c from the given root. So a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4p, c is equal to p plus 2. Then b square minus 4ac means b value 4p, isn't it? So now 4p the whole square minus 4 into a is equal to 4, c is equal to p plus 2, isn't it? P plus 2. Now 4p the whole square means 16p square, 4 into 4 16. So minus 16 into p plus 2. Again 16p square minus 16p. So plus into minus minus 2 into 16 is equal to 32. Again each and every time divided by 16 means p square minus p and minus 2. So sum product rule means, so product means minus 2, sum means minus 1. Already I told you, if you have the product negative sign means definitely selected to one positive, one negative. But we have some negative sign, so definitely you should be write it in bigger term in negative sign. Negative sign means minus 2 and a positive 1. Check it there. Minus 2 into 1 means minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1 will come. Therefore, p, how to rewrite now? P square minus 2p plus p minus 2 is equal to 0. The first one, p take common outside means p minus 2. Again plus 1 outside means p minus 2. Again p minus 2 take common outside means, so p plus 1. So separate will be equal to 0 means p is equal to positive 2, p is equal to minus 1. Make the number line means, because we need to find out in terms of p, isn't it? So minus infinity to positive infinity, minus 1 and positive 2. Therefore, first one, the given p minus 2 into p plus 1. First we have to find out when p is equal to 3. Here consider for 3, 0 and minus 2. When p is equal to positive 3, what will happen? P is equal to positive 3 means 3 minus 2. Again 3 plus 1 means 4. Therefore 3 minus 2 is equal to positive 1 into 4. Definitely greater than 0, isn't it? So second condition, when p is equal to 0. When p is equal to 0 means definitely minus 2 and positive 1. Minus 2 and positive 1 means less than 0. The last one, so last one, when p is equal to minus 2. When p is equal to minus 2, what the result will come? P is equal to minus 2 means minus 4. Then minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1. Definitely minus into minus plus, we can show greater than 0. So we have two different type of the result. Okay, two result actually greater than 0, one result less than 0. So now we have to write it in terms of p 1 by 1. 1 by 1 means we have three different type of format. When del less than 0 means the roots are imaginary. So when you have the result less than 0, there is, isn't it? When p is equal to 0, so p is equal to 0 means minus 1 to positive 2. Therefore result minus 1 less than p less than positive. This is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. Second result, del is equal to 0, the roots are real, the roots are real and equal. So when you get it, del is equal to 0 means the 0, what will happen? Definitely when p is equal to 2 means definitely 2 minus 2, 0 will come. So when p is equal to positive 2 and another one p is equal to negative 1. That is result for the roots are real and equal, del is equal to 0 means. Third result, greater than or del less than 0 means can say the roots are less than over greater than 0. Greater than 0 means the roots are real and distinct value. Real and distinct value. The distinct value means the result will be different result, not the same result. That is called distinct. Okay. Where we have the result actually greater than 0, we have the two result, no? The first part p is equal to 3, second part also, where here also minus infinity to minus 1 we have the greater than 0 as well as 2 to positive infinity. Therefore, first one minus infinity less than p less than minus 1, then and last condition true less than p less than positive infinity. This true result called the roots are real and distinct. Okay. One of the important 3 mark question. Okay. I will continue exercise 3.1. Okay. Moving to exercise 3.1, question number 1. So, question, if the sides a cubic box are increased by 1, 2, 3, that is 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units increased respectively to form a cuboid. So, the form a cuboid means, if it example, the side of the cube respectively 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, if it increasing means the final term always cuboid will be greater than cube. That is the condition. If it example, what I am saying, the volume, the 3 side is there, no side, each and every side if it consider for x means volume of cube, what is the formula? X cube. So as well as the cuboid, each and every side x plus 1 unit and x plus 2 unit and x plus 3 unit respectively, if it increasing means definitely cuboid is greater than cube. That is the condition. Okay, listen the solution. The first point, let side of the cube, let side of cube x means what is the volume of cube formula? Volume of cube x cube. Then this is side of the cube as well as already I told you 3 side of the cuboid means each and every side will be increasing. What is the unit? First side x plus 1 unit, second side x plus 2 unit, third side x plus 3 unit respectively. So let side of the cube x means side of the cuboid is equal to x plus 1, then x plus 2 unit, then the greater than value, that is height, no? Example, length LBH, length base height means the highest value, that is called height. Okay. Now the side of the cuboid, therefore volume of the cuboid means each and every term will be into, because volume of the cube, what is the meaning? X into x means their volume of the side of the cuboid 1 by 1 each and every side x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3 unit will be increasing. Like that we have to write it x plus 1 into, then x plus 2 into, then x plus 3. So after increasing each and every unit, then final term volume of the cuboid is equal to what will happen? Cuboid is equal to volume of cube plus the given 52 units, isn't it? 52 cubic units, that is volume of cuboid. So volume of cuboid already consider what is the value? X plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to volume of cube means x cube plus 50 true. First we have to simplify first 2 times. What will happen? X into x means x square. Again 1 into x means x. Again 2 into x means true x. 1 into 2 means true. Third term as it is, x plus 3 is equal to x cube plus 50 true. Again x square, x plus 2x means 3x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to x cube plus 50 true. Now what will happen? Again next term. So next equating each and every side, what will happen? X square into x means x cube plus 3 into x square means 3x square. Next condition, 3x into x means plus 3x square plus 3 into 3x means 9x. 9x, then last one 2 into x means 2x plus 2 into 3 means 6 is equal to x cube plus 50 true. So now x cube 3x square means 6x square. 9x plus 2x is equal to 11x plus 6 is there, isn't it? So plus 6 is equal to x cube plus 50 true. Now what will happen? So both the side x cube cancel, remaining 6x square plus 11x plus 6 plus 50 to bring out opposite sign means minus 52 is equal to 0. Therefore 6x square plus 11x plus 6 minus 52 means minus 46 is equal to 0. So now we can apply sum product rule. Sum product rule means product is 6 into 46. So 46 into 6 means 6 6 are 36. Remaining 3, 4 6 are, so 4 6 are 24. 24 plus 3 is equal to, so product means minus 276. Sum means positive 11. Already I told you, when you select 2 term, product negative sign means one positive, one negative. But if we have some positive, therefore definitely you should be writing positive sign in bigger number side. Bigger number side means definitely first we have to find 276. What is LCM? 2 means 1 times 7 3, again 16, there 18, isn't it? 130. Next also 2 means 13 means 12, we can take it. So 12 divided by 2 6 times. Again 1 in 1 with add means 18, so 9. Again 3 means 2 and 3. So definitely the 2 times 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So definitely the 2 times 23 and 12, because 23 minus 12 means value will be positive 11. Therefore what is the term? 23 and minus 12. Look at there, 23 into minus 12 means minus 276. Then 23 minus 12 means positive 11, because bigger number sign positive now. Therefore listen, but because we have the leading coefficient number is there. If it 1 means you can write it as per the value, but leading coefficient more than 1 means that value divided by each and everything. Each and everything means what is the result actually? 23 and minus 12 is there. Each and every time divided by 6. Now 6 and 12 2 times, isn't it? Therefore final answer, this is actually 6x plus 23. 6x plus 23. Second one, here after cancellation only x minus 2 is there, equal to 0. So each and every time equal to 0 means 6x plus 23 is equal to 0. Second condition, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Again plus 23 bring out opposite sign means minus 23. Therefore x is equal to minus 23 by 6. This is negative value now, because length always positive, this is negative, therefore we can write it, this is not possible. Not possible. Okay, next one, x minus 2 is there. So x minus 2 means x minus 2 bring out opposite sign means positive 2. Therefore we can consider this value. Okay, x is equal to 2. Therefore final what we need actually, volume of cuboid is equal to volume of cube plus 52. So volume of cube plus 52 means x cube. Therefore final what we need find out actually, volume of the cuboid is equal to volume of cube. Volume of cube means x. X what is the value? 2 is there. Therefore final answer Instead of x, we can apply true means true cube plus 52. So 2 cube means value will be 8. So 8 plus 52 is equal to 60 cubic unit. This is our final answer. Okay. So this is exercise 3.1. I will continue next question. Okay. Moving to question number 2. Construct a cubic equation with roots given 3 subdivision. Okay. One by one we can discuss. First, before moving to the question, so what is the basic cubic quadratic polynomial equation? Actually, basic equation. So x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square. Starting with the plus means then negative sign, then positive sign. Positive sign means sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. That is alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha into x. Last one constant term. Constant term means minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. I am moving to subdivision 1. So subdivision 1, alpha is equal to value will be 1, beta is equal to 2, gamma is equal to 3. First we need to find out sum of the root. Sum of the root means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6 will come. The next one, sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, that is called alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to alpha value 1. So 1 into 2, then 2 into 3, then 3 into 1. Therefore 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 3, 6. Again 3 into 1, 3. Therefore 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. Moving to constant alpha beta gamma. So alpha beta gamma is equal to 1 into 2 into 3. Therefore value will be 6. Therefore what is the main term? X cube minus sum of the roots taken one at a time, value we have 6 is there, isn't it? Therefore 6x square plus sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time, we have result 11 is there, 11x. The last condition minus 6 is equal to 0. This is subdivision 1 answer. Moving to subdivision 2. So subdivision 2, given alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to 1, gamma is equal to minus 2. So first we need to find out sum of the roots taken one at a time. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 1 plus 1 minus 2. Definitely 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Then sum of product of the roots means alpha beta plus beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to 1 into 1, again plus 1 into minus 2, last condition minus 2 into 1. So first one, 1 into 1 means 1, 1 into minus 2 means minus 2, minus 2 into 1 means minus 2. So minus 4 plus 1, definitely minus 3. The last one constant alpha beta gamma is equal to 1 into minus 2, therefore value will be minus 2. Then just apply the main equation. Main equation means x cube minus sum of the roots taken one at a time means value we have 0. So no need to write. Then plus sign, sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, value we have minus, isn't it? Therefore x square minus 3x. Then next condition. So correct, no? So minus 4 plus 1 means yeah. Then last condition actually minus sign is there, but we have the result also minus, therefore we can write plus no. So x cube minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is subdivision 2 answer. Moving to subdivision 3rd. So subdivision 3rd, what is the value? True, 1 by 2 and 1. First we need to subdivision 3rd. Alpha is equal to true, beta is equal to 1 by 2, gamma is equal to 1. Now alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, isn't it? Is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, 3 plus 1 by 2. Again cross multiply means 3 into 2 is equal to 6. So 6 plus 1 by 2, that is called 7 by 2. Then sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, that is alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to alpha into beta means true, isn't it? So true into 1 by 2, then plus next condition 1 by 2 into 1, then last one 1 into 2. Therefore here 2 to cancel, then 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 2 into 1 means 2. Therefore, again, so 1 plus 2, 3 plus 1 by 2, isn't it? So 1 by 2 into 1 plus 2, here also the same answer, isn't it? So 7 by 2, isn't it? Now what we have to do? Alpha, beta, beta into gamma. The last condition 1 into 2, correct? No? So yeah, then next one what we have to do? The next condition, constant, isn't it? Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to, alpha, beta, gamma means 2 into 1 by 2 into then 1. Definitely 2 to cancel, value only 1 will come, isn't it? Therefore, final answer x cube minus sum of the roots taken one at a time, value we have 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 into x square plus next also 7 by 2 x minus 1 is because constant we have the result only 1 is equal to 0. The whole term common denominator 2 means what will happen? So common denominator 2 means, so x cube, sorry, first common denominator 2 means 2 into x cube means 2x cube, here minus 7x square, next condition plus 7x, last one minus 1 into 2 means minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, cross multiply means 2 into 0 means value will be 0. Therefore, final answer 2x cube minus 7x square plus 7x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is answer for subdivision third. Okay, so I will continue the next question from exercise 3.1. Moving to continue exercise 3.1, question number 3. If alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the cubic equation, given equation x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, form a cubic equation whose roots are, I have considered for subdivision 2 only. Okay, do homework for your side, subdivision third. Okay, I will do subdivision 1 and 2. Let's see one by one. Solution, the given equation x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Starting with the plus means plus, minus, plus and minus. First we have to form sum of the roots taken one at a time, what will happen? So cubic equation means 3 different type of the answer. Then sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time, what will happen? As well as product of roots taken 3 at a time, what will happen? Okay, first one, sum of the roots means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to definitely coefficient of x square divided by leading coefficient. Leading coefficient always 1 is there. So divided by 1 means the same value will be repeated. Therefore, we can write it sum of roots taken one at a time, answer will be minus 2 from the given equation. Okay. Then second part, alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. That is called sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. That is value 3 only is there. Last one, alpha beta gamma is equal to minus 4. Okay, this is we need. I am moving to one by one. Okay, subdivision 1, given condition true alpha, true beta, then true gamma, isn't it? So true alpha, true beta, true gamma. So now first summation of 1 means sum of the roots taken one at a time means summation of 1 is equal to true alpha plus true beta plus true gamma. So again 2 take common outside means alpha plus beta plus gamma. Therefore alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus 2. So answer will be minus 4. First one. This is sum of the roots taken one at a time. Now sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. That is summation of 2 is equal to true alpha into true beta, then true beta into true gamma into true alpha. Again 2 into 2 means true 4 alpha beta, again 4 beta gamma, last one 4 gamma alpha. So again 4 take common outside means alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. This is called sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. Answer we have 3. Therefore 4 into 3 is equal to positive 12. The last one, product of the roots taken 3 at a time. That is called summation of 3 is equal to their true alpha, true beta, true gamma, isn't it? Therefore we can write it true alpha into true beta into true gamma. Definitely 2 into 2, 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 alpha, beta, gamma. Therefore, 8 into alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus 4. Therefore, answer will be minus 32. So, now we have to form a cubic equation. From the cubic equation means x cube minus summation of 1 into x square plus summation of 2 into x minus summation of 3 is equal to 0, isn't it? So, now x cube minus summation of 1, what the answer we have? Minus 4 into x square plus summation of 2 is equal to positive 12. 12x again minus summation of 3 is equal to minus 32. Therefore, final answer x cube minus into minus plus 4x square plus 12x again minus into minus plus 32 is equal to 0. This is subdivision 1 answer. Okay, moving to subdivision 2. So, subdivision 2, 1 by alpha, the given 3 roots 1 by alpha, 1 by beta, 1 by gamma. 1 by alpha, 1 by beta and 1 by gamma. Now, summation of 1 means sum of the roots taken one at a time. So, 1 by alpha, then 1 by beta and 1 by gamma. Again common denominator alpha, beta, gamma means first part denominator alpha cancel means beta, gamma remaining is there. So, beta, gamma, then beta means second one alpha, gamma, third one alpha and beta. So, numerator sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. We have the value 3. So, 3 divided by alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus 4. Therefore, answer will be minus 3 by 4. Then second part summation of true, that is called sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. So, 1 by alpha into 1 by beta, again 1 by beta into 1 by gamma plus 1 by gamma into 1 by alpha. Therefore, 1 by alpha beta, 1 by beta gamma, 1 by gamma alpha. Again common denominator alpha, beta, gamma means first part alpha, beta cancel means numerator gamma only is. Second part beta, gamma cancel means alpha repeat. Third part gamma, alpha cancel means beta only repeat. Therefore, numerator alpha, beta, gamma is equal to value will be minus 2. Again alpha, beta, gamma is equal to value will be minus 4. So, minus minus cancel, we can write it 2 by 4. Now, third part actually product of the roots taken 3 at a time, that is summation of 3 is equal to 1 by alpha into 1 by beta into 1 by gamma. Therefore, 1 by alpha, beta, gamma. So, 1 by alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus 4. Therefore, answer will be minus 1 by 4, isn't it? So, now how to write the forming equation? So, x cube minus summation of 1 into x square plus summation of 2x then minus summation of 3 is equal to 0. The first answer x cube, it's not enough the space, I will write it there. This is the basic form. Now, first one x cube, then minus sign, summation of 1 is equal to what is answer? Minus 3 by 4. Now, the second part is summation of 2 into x. So, summation of this is called 2 by 4, isn't it? So, summation of 2, that is plus summation of 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is there. So, 2 by 4 into that is x square, okay. This is called x. Then constant summation of 3 minus of minus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. Now, x cube minus into minus plus 3 by 4 x square, again plus 2 by 4 into x minus into minus plus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. So, now common denominator 4 means what will happen? Common denominator 4 means 4x cube then plus 3x square, next one plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, cross multiply 4 into 0 means 0. Therefore, final answer for subdivision 2 4x cube plus 3x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is subdivision true answer. Okay. So subdivision 3, do homework, very simple, minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma. Do the same method. Okay. So I will continue the next session. Bye bye.